hopefully.
That's right. It's episode 195 of This Week of Gear Report for the 18th of January, 2023. That is the last episode before we go to SHOT Show. And that's why we got a full house this evening. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'll be your tour guide this evening. Tour. I'll be your tour guide. I'll be your tour guide as well. Depends on what part of the country you're from, right? Is it a tour? Is it a tour?
Is that like tour? Coke or Pepsi or Kleenex?
I don't know. I'm going to guide you. We know that much. TJ looks like he's the director of Snacks.
I'm the director of Snacks. I've worked my way back up, and
that's convenient.
2 shows.
You were going to have to get new business cards if you didn't.
I know.
Work your way back to the director status.
Goodness. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Vistaprint is not going to send me a Christmas card now because they were counting on you having to order new, Pack Mule and Snacks and Beverages intern cards or something. But anyhow, TJ, welcome. The Quiet Hustlers down in the right corner. Would you like to say hello, Kevin?
Hello, everybody.
All right, there we go. And then, let me get Ghost's evening so I'm not covering up. Matt Mallory from Meet the Pressers. We don't see you here very often. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
I saw it and I'm like, hey, I think I'm going to hop on with these guys. They're always a hoot. So.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, we appreciate that. And you know what? I was thinking about you yesterday, I think it was. Some folks that I talked to a lot. We do a bunch of Amazon type stuff. And we've got our own little support group because we're all dysfunctional. So, speaking of which, say hi to the Gun Snob. He's part of that group. So someone brought up Mantis. I was curious, are you going to be working in a Mantis booth again this year?
Actually, I was just texting back and forth with Grant, and we're going to do a live. Just saw TJ's image there.
It's the best picture I ever took.
Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, squirrel. I got sidetracked. I was texting back and forth with Grant, and we're going to do a live show and then a meet and greet right afterwards. Clint will be there. So right now, tentatively, we booked it for 12:30 on Tuesday. We're going to be at the Mantis's main booth.
Oh, cool. So and you'll be there as Meet the Pressers?
Correct. Yeah.
Because in prior years, you've been part of the Mantis booth staff, right?
I have. Actually, last year was the first. Well, I should say this is the first year that I will be there and not tied to any booth. So I'm pretty much doing interviews or live shows slash meet and greets at 4 different sponsors of our show. So we'll be
nice.
We'll be at Next Level Training. We're going to be meeting up with Pincus to talk about 30 carry. Super Carry, as well as Saber and Mantis. Those are the four
Pincus,
live shows.
What is it? Avidity? Is that what he calls it? Yep. So he's got the 30 carry.
Correct. He's got like 12. I think he's got his gun at 12 different booths or something. So I'm waiting for him to tell me which one we want to do the live show from. Probably either Davidson or one of those.
Right. I'm going to make the assumption that this was directed at TJ.
Most likely. I
just feel like that's the safe thing to say.
I feel the same way.
I don't think I've ever been in the same room with Stacy, so she doesn't have a good reason to say "ooh" to me just yet. So
not yet. Give her time.
Yeah, it is. Okay, we have confirmation. That's what it was.
It is.
All right. So we talked right before we went live that we got a tight schedule tonight. As you may have seen on the thumbnail for this program, we're going to go into the Gear of the Year awards, and we're going to hash all that out in a little bit, or at least some semblance of it. Yeah. And so this is my warning to TJ and Kevin, start thinking about what you guys have reviewed, because that's a rule for the Gear of the Year. It's got to be something that we put our hands on and did some sort of review or video on.
What are the guidelines? What's our categories?
We're going to get to that. Listen, don't jump the gun here. But so we got to cover all of our bases. So
I'm not thinking about it yet, then.
We're going to put the ticker up there and say thank you to Maxim Defense for being an amazing sponsor. We're going to get to Sylvan Arms, the sponsor of our recent reviews section. We're going to get to them in a bit. And then a reminder, we do this every Thursday, every single one at 9 p.m. Eastern, except maybe this coming Thursday.
Maybe next week.
We may do one. You never know. Say, hey, we may be able to recruit some real talent when we're out there. I mean, we know people. Yeah. I mean, look at look at this guy. I mean, he's here. So who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and pull some good talent in. We'll go ahead and have a show next week. We'll see.
We should do a collaborative show. That would be great.
Ooh, that would be amazing. Yeah. So Snob asked here, you know what? This is rude. I'm switching Matt. I keep covering him up, and that's wrong. I'll cover me. I'll be the sacrificial lamb here.
Is there a category for a minute?
Is there a category for bidet of the year? We'll get to that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta have your bidet.
I'm sure there is.
Okay. Since it was brought up,
should we pack our bidets for SHOT Show? I never thought about that.
I know some of the places we stay, we need them.
Screen for a second, so I can show you. I have my travel bidets already set out. They're like
they make them
camera gear.
Oh,
is that like a douche?
Oh yeah.
It's it's kind of. It's. I mean, a douche implies.
I've never heard of a travel bidet. I just thought
right.
Buy a new bidet every year to travel with a brand new fresh bidet. More ways than one.
Matt, you have no idea the Pandora's box you've opened here. Well, just because we're on a schedule,
he is the master of the bidets.
If you use it as an external spritz, then it is a sanitation device. All right. Anything else you do with it, that's recreational. All right. So that when we talk about a potential bidet of the year, it is not for recreational use. We are not that kind of channel. Okay.
You do realize this conversation is going down the shitter.
Nice. Oh, that's why he makes the big bucks, folks. Let's see. Mystic says next year Crystal and I are going. That scares me. That scares me. Actually, TMI is our specialty. So
just so you know, she is Stripper Crystal. Starts with a K.
Well, that's true.
Hey,
yes.
My wife's name starts with a K.
Yeah.
So does mine.
All right, so let's see.
We're
not going to jump the gun and dive into that spreadsheet of fun for the year awards yet.
Yay.
We're gonna real quick. We're gonna go to recent reviews, and this segment, of course, is sponsored by our friends at Sylvan Arms, who make amazing things for various types of firearms, pistols, handguns, AR type stuff, a lot of Glock type stuff. Go check them out. They got a wide range of things, and we like them. We've been friends of theirs for years, and the qualification to be a sponsor on this program is we have to like you as people, and we have to like your stuff. So they qualify on both of those. Also, something that we like that I'll be honest, I'm not as familiar with this brand as I could be. I know I was introduced to them by someone that I trust quite a bit, and that's Ron from Riker. Ron is friends with, I'm blanking on his first name, but I believe his last name is Mitchell, Mitchell Defense. He introduced us. Caleb had already connected with them and had a rifle probably in his hands by the time I was introduced. And so short version, it's got a lot of upgrades to make it, I don't want to say duty grade like military grade, because that implies, made by the lowest bidder and it may break at any moment. I mean, this is more of if you're buying your own gun to carry into a situation where you may need it to defend your life. That's my understanding of where this brand is really centered. Caleb gave it, we're going to remind ourselves what this 4 gears means. 4 gears stands out as the top option in the product class and price point. So he liked it. Okay. We're not Amazon where everyone gets a 5-star review or they get pissy. Like if you get above a 3, you've done good. A 4 is really strong. We get the occasional 4.5. We've never had a 5. We may, who knows? The perfect product may exist. Who knows? I haven't found it yet, but so you can see, should you read this, and I'm going to drop the link out here in the chat for everyone. You can check into that, go read that article, and learn all about it. The Mitchell Defense GWOT-DOC. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'll get it wrong, I'm sure. But it's a good read, and I don't want to gloss over it and not do it justice. So I'll just say this is more on the premium side for an AR. So if you're looking for that type of AR platform rifle, you probably want to do yourself a favor and give Mitchell Defense a look and read the review and see if maybe that's what you're looking for. All right. So with that, and I do feel a little bad we blew through that. Maybe we'll get Caleb on here at some point to talk about it. But for now, we're going to call that done, and we're going to move off of recent reviews. I will mention in the reviews that will be published soon, we do have TJ's 8.6 blackout build that is it's in the editing queue, and I chose to not do it today so that I could go find the spreadsheet for the Gear of the Year awards and get started on that. So that will probably be published tomorrow, I suspect. I want to get that done before we go to SHOT Show. So that'll be published tomorrow. All right. This is the only Guitar-mageddon segment you're going to see this evening. As I mentioned, Guitar-mageddon. I'm sorry if
we'd have so much more free time if we didn't have a Guitar-mageddon.
I hate it. I have cool stuff to talk about, but we're just going to skip it, okay? Because we have so much going on. Defense Dad is here with the 3 Yo's. Capitalized even. Thank you.
I know. He's excited.
Yeah, some people were miserable in front of it. I'm not sure what that was in reference to, but I always am impressed when the gun stops spells things correctly, so I try to call out when he does. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. Let me make this bigger. While I'm getting this spreadsheet ready in the background, I am going to invite the rest of the panel to talk about SHOT Show and what exciting things you're looking forward to. And well, like Matt told us, he's going to be doing appearances in a few booths. You know, what's going on this year that's a little bit different for you guys? You don't all have to speak at once here.
Well, they're the mainstay. I can't be the first one to speak. Let them take the lead.
I'm the wanderer. I will as usual. I just want to see everybody again, you know. Some people we don't get to see. This is the only time of year we get to see them.
My wife says it's my vacation.
Yeah, if they knew.
Tell
my wife. Yeah, no. Dude, you get to go to Vegas. I said, we do nothing Vegas-y whatsoever.
So true. So true.
We walk like 15,000 miles a day. We talk to everybody until we're hoarse and drink water like it's going out of style for some reason because it's so dry out there. And then we stay up till midnight and we wake up at 5.
I have been known to throw up in odd places, so I think that's Vegas-y.
Yeah, Jeff does more Vegas-y stuff than me. I mean, I consume, so it's I'll do a little bit.
I'm kind of excited because this will be my first year going to range day.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep. Because usually we're at the supplier showcase, and we're usually tied to a booth at the supplier showcase Monday and Tuesday. And this will be my first year not at the booth for GSL because we're not doing a booth. We'll just be floating around the show. And so on range day, I'm going to be at the Armory of Kings booth, the FN Specialties booth with Doran and their team. And we'll be shooting some GSL suppressors and it'll be great.
Nice.
I was going to be worried if you didn't find a way to get some GSL plugs in there before the show was over, Kevin. So that's good.
I saw the banner in the background.
Another group I'm pretty excited about is linking up with Tittman Arms.
Nice.
Right? I did one of my reviews this year on one of the Tittman platforms, and I'm stoked to see them in person again and do some magic together.
Did you see the clovers in the blue room or the green room?
Yeah, I did. You can call it the clover room. It's green.
I was going to use blue room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it should be a pretty fun week.
I am looking forward to it. Definitely.
I am too.
Okay.
So
that's a part 3. We're going to I'll tell you what, I'm going to duplicate these. That's how we're going to do that. And then we'll go back 1, and then we'll go back 2. We'll have all 3 pages of gun reviews that have been published this year. So we can skim through them real quick and see. Oh, yeah. No, it's not snuff. We've attempted, but we've not negotiated that yet. We'll see what we can make happen.
It's in the works.
Yet.
Okay, so let's revisit the rules. First thing, the rules for the gear of the year. Well, you know what? Let's wrap up the shot discussion. I said we do 15 or 20 minutes of that. So personally, so something that I've found is, when I started going, what was it, 2016 or 17 was the first time I went. And I was booked solid like all the time. I didn't have time to pee. I didn't have time to do anything. I was late to half my meetings because I had no idea how big it was. And it's bigger now than it used to be. As in they have expanded to take up a whole lot more floor space. So there is more distance between some of the booths than there used to be. So for the first couple years, I was all meetings and running and not eating and trying not to wet myself so I wouldn't be late to meetings. And then I did a 180 and said, you know what? We're just going to wander around and see what we see. And we've seen more cool stuff doing that and met a bunch of new cool people. We still make an effort to stop and talk to the friends that we know from before, but that's been a better play in my opinion, a better use of our time. So I'm curious if anyone has any specific goals or specific products that you want to talk about real quick before we move on. Like, what are you looking forward to most about SHOT this year? Like specifically, not the generic meeting people again stuff.
Specifically.
Yeah.
I think I was going to say for us, it's divide and conquer to an extent, but really we're trying to be more organized. And like Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Sure.
And I think there's a lot of planning going on my part. There's going to be 7 us with our team, 6 at one time. We'll have 6 total. Clint's coming in for Monday and Tuesday, so we'll be at range day. I think this is my 10th, if I'm not mistaken, my 10th or 11th year at SHOT Show. So it's every year to me, it gets better. In the beginning, I was tied to a booth working for companies to fund it. And last year and the year before, those 2 years, it was helping Mantis out as much as I could, with last year being there twice. And then this year, I'm not tied to any booth. So it's going to be pretty much appointments, meetings, interviews, hitting the floor. I think, like you guys are saying, it's the best way to get the most done is just to hit the floor.
Yeah. Well, and you raised the bar last year in 2 ways. One with the formal attire. And then the other was, didn't you have like a laminated sheet with all the information about the stuff you were doing?
Yeah, I call it my menu.
The menu. That's brilliant. Yeah. I think you inspired a few people that are going to raise their game to try to keep up a little bit. So
cool. Good. Well, I always like I never really liked dressing up back in the days. I would. And then when I started getting into the gun industry, it's like, why bother? But then Tuesday's dress up day. So I think it's, dress to impress kind of thing. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
We thought about doing that. And sorry, Clover, I thought TJ was going to let you in. I'm going to blame him for that. But welcome to the program.
I blame the Jack Daniels, but I hear you.
Jim Beam, thank you.
It's too easy. That's too easy.
I don't mess with the Jack Daniels. He's not
Fireball's my friend tonight.
Jim Beam tonight.
There you
go. Yeah. I should be pre-gaming for SHOT.
You should be, dude.
The only thing that I showed you guys last week is called pre-game.
Is that For Loco?
It is For
Loco.
I'm impressed that you knew what that was. Yeah.
That looks like mouthwash or aftershave or something.
That's the stuff they banned.
Yeah, Jeff wonders why he throws up all the time when we go out drinking.
I don't get it. Yeah, no. One of my college kids brought that home, and was like, "Here, Dad, I brought you something." I was like, "I don't even know what it is. Like, I need to look up what it is because I'm completely
you don't want to know."
But it was so bad that kids were getting heart palpitations and dying, so they took it out of soda cans and put it behind the liquor store, and now they've
Wow.
sold you a bottle of it.
I don't know.
That's the stuff
was-
that the TikTok video. Did you see the TikTok video where you cook chicken with what was it? Oh yeah, NyQuil. That's what that is. That
was
that's
NyQuil.
Really?
That's cooked NyQuil in a bottle.
Yeah. The problem with Four
There you
Loko is
go.
people were drinking so many of them that they were having major heart problems.
I think I'm
So
just going to
there's
sit
that.
this down. All right.
I was gonna say,
We'll
chug
just
it, Jeff.
Back
Chug
show.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It was at
Why don't
that
we leave it
point
up to the
that
chat?
show
Everybody
really
in
went
the
off the
chat,
rail.
if you want Jeff to drink the Four Locos,
Oh, man.
Oh, come on.
This is this,
you know
this
I
is
don't
the
care about
beginning of
peer
the shot
pressure.
show.
yeah,
This is
I
good.
mean,
That's a good way to get the shot show crud out of you, though.
I've
Yeah.
got 2 more days of work. I've already checked out. Like I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Good way to get the life out of you too.
Yeah. I think I'm going to skip it, and I'll call that a good judgment call on the
Yeah.
kids' part for
All right.
bringing it
Probably
home
why.
instead of downing it. That seems like it would have been
That
a
was
bad
just one
call.
of the leftovers that they had from the 10 that they bought.
Well, that's the kid that brought back 2 fireballs and that.
Oh,
And
my wife's been
yes,
addicted to Fireball.
and one of the other kids was like, "Could you believe that child gave you that?" I was like, "Yeah, I'd rather they give it to me than sneak it themselves."
It's valid.
Okay, so our categories: pistols, AR pistols, ARs, optics for pistol, optic for AR, budget guitar training aid. We threw some crazy categories in. I recycled this list from last year. We had a favorite YouTuber. I think that was really under pressure and duress from people in the comments because we did this live then as well. We're going to skip the guitar processor.
That's the only reason Snob's here.
Oh, I deleted the right. Nope, we're gonna delete both of those. Well, the snob, I believe the gun snob was our troll of the year last year.
Yeah. Defense that is he's been coming on strong though. So I'm thinking
Yeah, I don't really want to encourage those categories. I think we want to stick with the. You know what? I'm going to get rid of YouTuber of the year as well, and we'll see which other ones fit. And if we need to add something or take something away, we'll absolutely do that. We customized this list last year because the rules. Let's talk about the rules.
such
So
a spreadsheet guy.
you're welcome. So the rules for the GearReport Gear of the Year award, which we've been doing for years. I know there's some other publications that make a big deal out of saying they have a Gear of the Year award. And I think the first one we did was 2016. We've been doing this for a while. We didn't get a trademark on it or anything, so anyone can use Gear of the Year, I guess. But so the rules here, to get consideration, it has to be something that has come through the hands of someone at GearReport, preferably to do a full review. If not a full review, one of our light reviews, a quick review, or at least had some video content. It's really weird if we start giving out awards for stuff that we haven't actually used. We don't like to do that. So that's why we have the rules the way they are. And it does limit the scope of what we can really talk about, but that's, let's see. Oh yeah, Gun Snob did win the troll last year.
Is there no shotgun on the list? You savage.
We had a shotgun. I think we only had one shotgun. Like I can put shotgun on
one.
here,
It's there.
and
That was the
they
easy one.
win by default because we
Yeah,
only
we're
had
done
one
already.
shotgun. So
How easy
hey,
was
why
that,
not?
Jeff? See? How easy was that?
Yeah, and I'll have to
We're
look
still
up the
organized
exact
over here.
name of what that was. But okay, so has to have been an article on GearReport. So that means Clover's done some guns. Oh, that widens the scope a little bit. Kevin's done some pistols.
I have.
EJ, you just did a pistol like last week, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the. So are you gonna list out those columns in like B, C, D, E, and put
maybe.
with the
So we'll
reviews?
have like a winner, and if we have like, it depends on how tight it is, right? If we look at them and are like, oh yeah, well we know which one's going to win here, then if it's obvious, then maybe we just have a winner. We may have a runner up. We make up the rules on this as we go. We do want the consistency of.
How about that Kiger 9 Charlie Pro?
All right, let's see if we can.
I was wondering
Okay.
if somebody did a thing on the Kiger, so thanks for that, Ghost.
Yeah.
So
So we got that. I mean, as we're scrolling through here, we got 3 pages of. Let me reload that one. The page is getting wonky on us. So page 1 for pistols, the Tandem Cross MK4 tactical pistol package.
Yep.
That's
That's
an
one of
interesting
them.
package,
I
definitely.
also did another pistol review on the Trailblazer Life Card,
You did,
Oh.
yeah. All right, so we'll
and that
open
was
all the
awesome, too.
pistols and look at them real quickly as we go through here. We got the Kiger, we got the we'll
Gerson.
open the Gerson High Power, the Witness. I really want to get my hands on one of those personally. Like, I have wanted a double stack 1911 for a long time. I want to try one of those. All right.
What about the Platypus?
Page 2. Oh, we had a little gap in pistols here for a bit. That's just a case.
There's the threaded barrel life card. Boom.
Oh, there it is.
That's pretty cool.
It was
All
so
right.
much fun. Oh my gosh.
I think I saw when you posted that. It was pretty.
Yeah, it's a fun gun. I mean, it's not something that you're gonna shoot 1,000 rounds through, but
How many does it take?
it's still cool.
That's 22 Magnum, right?
No, that one is 22 long rifle. They do make a Magnum one, but they don't have a threaded barrel for the Magnum one. And I needed threaded barrels.
Right.
All right. I'm not going to include the Diamondback DB9 because it's been out for so long. So I think we're just going to knock that one out right away and not consider it for our Gear of the Year pistol. The DVG1 actually came out a little sooner, but we got it and actually got the review out in early 23. So it is in the running if you are a fan of really budget. That was a 3 out of 5 on the gear scale. I like to see. I think Kevin may have skewed the gears on this a little bit, but look at it. What would Toby say about this, TJ?
It's like a radio.
Oh, I think he's muted. We didn't hear him. I
It
saw his
does look
mouth
like a little
move.
radio, little antenna on there,
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
exactly
a
what it's-
baby.
or like
Yeah,
a
it's
vape
like a
pen.
little baby.
Ooh, a
A
vape,
lot of people call it the forbidden vape.
forbidden vape. Yeah, don't stick your mouth on that muzzle.
Yeah. So I think we've got. We're going to knock that Sky out because it was a little bit lower rated. Let's see, 4 out of 5 gears on the Kiger. I've not had my hands on that one, but Ghost liked it quite a bit.
phenomenal handgun.
Yeah.
He said, I think, what did he say? Hot garbage. Which gun was he talking about with hot garbage?
That was the
Sky?
Sky, the SEC
Sky?
guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He said it was hot garbage, the Sky.
That's why I only got a 3.
Yeah.
It did what it was supposed to do.
Toby would take apart and smell it before he said anything. He'd probably lick it too, but that's I mean,
put some of that Liberal Tears bacon scented oil on there.
That's intriguing.
It's so magical.
Why would you do that? You made me hungry.
It's so magical.
All right, so we got 2 contenders here with the Life Card and the Kiger, and then
The Tandem Cross.
man, the Tandem Cross. Those are just such fun. I mean, like we talked about with the SW22 that I have, that's a similar build out like this. That type of pistol is just so much fun.
Oh yeah.
I do question calling it tactical for a 22 long rifle, but you know,
it looks tactical.
Well, they should call it tactical
light on it.
I think maybe
Liberals will want to ban it because it looks kind of cool.
Well, that's a good point.
Looks scary.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that grip's aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tandem Cross Hive.
That's pretty cool.
It was a really good one, and that one came with a case as well. The Swamp Fox optic. It has the Enforce weapon light on it.
I was going to ask what that was.
Yeah, it's an Enforce weapon mounted light. It's actually right here.
Oh, don't just hover over it.
Yeah.
Hovered.
You have to trust him. He was pointing at
I'm
it.
not touching. I'm not touching you. I'm
Yeah.
not touching you.
I pointed at it.
I know.
Yeah.
Back to high school, right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really, really solid package.
It's got a
This,
loop on the back for the charging handle.
Yep, the little halo,
Yeah,
little charging
that's cool.
handle thing.
I've been thinking about putting that on a couple of my classroom guns to help
Yeah.
students that have dexterity issues.
This weapon comes with 2 magazines in the box, and it comes with a $150 credit off of that GSL Woodland 22 suppressor as well.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
We got to talk suppressors. I need to get more.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move that over in the consideration group here. Clover, you want to talk about the Gerson High Power, the lightweight?
It's okay. Being smaller profile, I mean, if you like the, I don't know what the stars were. What were they?
4.
4 to
It
5.
was 4?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a solid 4.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I mean, it does everything it's supposed to do. Better than the high power with concealability and the smaller platform and some of the modern features like the flat trigger and the rail and stuff like that. And then the lightweight aspect, that being the lightweight version, of course.
Yeah.
Lends itself to the carry, a little better. So if you like the high power and you want to carry high power, it's a little more friendly for that. So
Sure. It's got lots of yellow arrows on it. That must mean something.
Does it come with all those little clovers in the background?
sure, yeah, sure.
that's the limited edition version.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
The camouflage version.
Looks like it has a really aggressive grip on it.
Yeah, it does. G10 style. I guess you would call it. I'm hesitant to say it's a G10 because I don't know for sure if that's the
Right.
material it is or not, but it's that style. Yeah.
G10 like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right. So we're going to put that in the consideration pile here. The Gerson 2311 Witness 4.5. So here's the thing about a
Ooh.
Ghost review, though. If we're being honest, Ghost marks everything like 4.5. Everything he reviews, he loves it more than anything he's ever touched before. So,
It's a pretty phenomenal It's pretty phenomenal handgun, though.
yeah.
It looks like it.
Yeah. So that is he gave out a 4.5 also. So
I don't know.
that's the max
Assuming I would have written a review,
yeah.
I probably would have went 4
Yeah.
on it. It would have been a similar issue because 3 is like it's average, right? It's functional. It does what
Yeah.
it's supposed to do, and then
Yep.
if it's got a few little extra quirks, then I mean that might push it up to 3.5, 4. So.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Gerson MC14T.
Jeff's not
perhaps
gonna, he's not going to let this one in.
Perhaps
let
my
it in 'cause
favorite
it's
pistol of
380.
the year.
Very cool.
I love everything in 380.
Yep, I know.
Ammo's
Yeah.
expensive.
I think that it's a neat concept and a neat way to test the market and see, are there people with hand strength and dexterity issues that need a tilt barrel so that they can load the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I give them credit for having the big brass ones to bring this to market because it's just bizarre.
No threaded barrel though.
There's those that love this one, and there's those that hate this one. Those that hate it are those that don't suffer from any issues, and so they don't understand. And the biggest comment I've gotten on my videos with this is the idea that it has no extractor. And those people are absolutely out of their gourd because, like, how do you engineer and design this with an extractor? Like, seriously, people, like, come on.
Reminds me of the old BB guns, where you like break barrel BB guns.
Yeah, but with an extractor jammed into the barrel, how does the barrel tip up? Right? Like, how do you engineer that? And that's the most common negative you get, I think, against this. What did
I'm
this one
pull
get?
it out of contention for the pistol of the year, though.
I know
Because
you
What
are.
did it get? What's
It's
what's the gears
4 to
for it,
5.
Jeff? Oh, okay.
4 to 5.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's fair.
Apparently, I
Yeah.
signed out. We'll pull this back over and sign back in.
Jeff was going to nuke it because it's 380. I knew he would.
Well, we got too many. We can only have one winner. So, the name of the game is what disqualifiers can we come up with to knock them out? So now we've
Caliber.
got,
That's the other one. I don't know.
yeah, we got the life card is really cool and innovative, and it's a threaded barrel. So
Yeah, but that's been
unique.
around. But that one, my argument would be that's been around forever. But
with a threaded barrel.
Not with a threaded barrel. The threaded barrel was released
but
last year.
So it's the exact same thing. It's just a threaded barrel. I mean, come on.
It's just lipstick on a pig, right?
But it's new.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that I might consider moving this down to an honorable mention. We'll see if it makes a cut for that. Let's see. The Kiger, I really don't have any experience with that one or know what to say about it. He gave it a 4, and Ghost gives everything 4.5.
I can't believe he gave that a 4 and not a 4.5, and the 4 on the because that made my number one pistol for 2023. The Kiger did.
That looks pretty sweet.
And that carries a lot of weight with me because you've had your hands on it. I haven't, so
Yeah,
I'm just kind of evaluating.
It has a title.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. The what got me, I'll tell my story. The what got me is when I went and picked mine up. You take it out of the box. What's the first thing you do, right? You like drop the mag, rack the slide, right?
Yeah.
And
work it, baby.
I dropped the mag, racked the slide, put the mag back in, and the heavens opened, and there was this light that shined down, and I didn't understand what was going on. And it was the fitment of the magazine to the mag well. I don't ever recall a time in my life, however many handguns I've handled, which has been a lot, a mag that went in and out as smoothly with as little friction as that did. And mind you, it's polymer, right?
I'm sure there's a joke there, right, TJ?
So, well, probably.
I'm being quiet.
Okay, good.
So I got to thinking, well, like what's up here? And it's so the frame and all, everybody's like, oh man, just Gen 3 Glock, clone, blah, blah, blah. But the tolerances and everything, the attention paid to like all of the tolerances and everything on it. And obviously aesthetically it's freaking beautiful.
It does look
but
nice.
The attention just to detail with the tolerances on that, it being polymer frame, is crazy. You just don't see that with polymer, I don't think. But the stippling, the way that they've stippled up high on the frame, and all of that is inset, and it's just
the undercut, all the things that people would do themselves.
Ported slide, the high sights too.
And then you factor in the price point as well. Yeah. And then once you factor in the price point, I mean, back in 23, when Anderson ran that big sale, you could pick that up for less than $300.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I think we have a leader.
It's got an optics plate on it already and the suppressor height sights, but no threaded barrel.
Threaded barrel, yeah.
Sad day.
Well, they do have threaded barrel as an option, so it doesn't come standard.
Okay, so that's up there. And we already talked about the tactical from Tandem Cross. The what was this one called again? The MK4. I was about to call it the wrong thing. I still feel like that's really, really solid. Okay, so of what we have left, the high power I think is kind of older tech. I'm going to drop that out. The Witness is kind of in that as well, I think. I don't know.
If it was the 10 millimeter version or the 45 version, maybe not, but yeah.
I'll tell you kind of where I am right now to rank like a 1 and 2. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe. I'm kind of looking at the Tandem Cross and the Kiger as what seems to be shaken out as like a top 2 here. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I like those.
Pretty sweet.
So I need an argument for which one gets it.
Are we looking at straight concealed carry? Or are we looking at? I mean, because I would think they're in two different categories as far as
completely.
use, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They're different. They're different weapons for sure.
If you're going across the board, I think the 22 is more niche in the way it's laid out in the design, whereas the Kiger is more mainstream.
Oh yeah.
And we dropped a couple because of that niche factor. Did you not? So, and I'm not saying drop one, but I'm not saying that, but I'm just pointing
Sounds
that
like
out.
he's voting for Kiger.
Yeah. It was my number one for my pistol video for 23. So my vote definitely would go Kiger. And everybody knows how much I like 22. So
yeah, you do.
That does hurt.
Like
that does hurt a
22.
little bit.
So I'm gonna vote for the tandem cross because this package has the suppressor, the light, the optic, and all of the tricks already completed on it, which is really awesome. Right? They upgraded the trigger, right? They upgraded that halo, put on the hive grip. It's amazing. The only con that I had to that weapon was that there was only 2 mags included. There should have been 4 or 5. That'd have been nice.
with every firearm.
Every firearm's like that.
More mags, always.
TJ, where are you throwing? I was going to say which one's betting on, but then we bring up the whole poverty pony thing, and I don't even want to go there.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I haven't shot. I mean, I've shot the not the tandem cross, but I've shot a Ruger,
the Mark IV.
Yeah, and then I've shot a Glock, so I'm torn.
Well, I shot this Mark IV.
And the Anderson's like $300.
Yeah. Price is a different factor.
Yeah, so, I think that's where we are. Anderson.
That's why I look for the as far as bang for your buck.
Also, you don't have state restriction with suppressor and some of that stuff going on like you would with the.
But you can get the
even though you've got mag restrictions potentially with the Kiger.
You can get the threaded barrel for still, the Kiger with the threaded barrel for still under $400.
You could, yeah,
right.
Yeah, and you could get a 10-round mag.
Why?
So you could. Right. No, I'm just saying you could get around, or you could comply if you were so inclined.
Comply
with.
I want a 30.
Shall not comply.
30-round mag with that thing.
Instead, if you were so, inclined. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully
there's
you live
only
somewhere
6 states, seven states, 7 states in our country that do not allow suppressors.
Oh, you still allow
that's 7 too many.
That's true.
That's definitely 7 too many because those 7 do not have the lowest crime rates.
Yeah, New York.
Okay,
because they're using all them suppressors and black market ones.
Unfortunately, the first one always takes too long. So that one took a little longer than we should have. So now we got to pick up the pace a little bit. We are in the AR pistol category. We broke it out instead of having just AR in general. We have AR pistols and we have the AR in the rifle format. Let's see, and we don't have any pistols on that page. And I got to be honest with you, I think as I'm scrolling through, I don't think we did hardly any AR pistols in the last year.
I only know of one that I've done.
Yeah, okay, that was page 2. Let's see, we already did all that page, right? Yeah, that was not it. All right, so then did we have one on here? I know that early in the year we had the Maxim PDX and 300 Blackout. I am wondering though, did that actually take home that category last year? Because I don't want to give it to him twice. That would be weird. No, it didn't. And I didn't think it did because we hadn't actually published the review yet. But I think it was a different Maxim that took home the best in that category last year. And it looks like that's only what I see. Kevin, did I miss one? You said
check out Tippmann. The
Tippmann,
Tippmann
and that was
M422.
in the last calendar year.
I thought so. Yeah. Check it out.
Right.
M422 bug out. Right there it is. What day was that published?
Oh, nope, that was a 22.
22. Okay.
That was yeah, let's see. All right, so we missed that one. So that makes the AR pistol category easy, and because we only had one, and it happens to be
The max
my
of
favorite. It happens to be my absolute favorite AR-15 pistol that I have had. So that one is easy. All right, ARs, and this is the rifle format ARs. So let's see what we have in here. We're going to have some competition here. And I haven't shot Caleb's Mitchell Defense that's in this article. I have they were at. Wait a second, TJ. Was this Mike 102? That's a pistol format, isn't it?
No,
No.
It's that.
look at that barrel.
It's the
That thing's
Buffalo.
like 45 inches long.
Oh, Buffalo. I got you.
That's the Bufferless.
Yeah.
It's 16-inch.
All right, good. I just panicked, like, oh no, I skipped someone.
No. I'll let you know. I know. I didn't do one this year. A pistol, AR pistol.
Yeah,
Several
All
ARs, but no AR pistols.
looks like we have more pistols than we had.
Your sorting on the stuff is, or the not found.
What?
What do I have this year? I'm trying to think. I'm going through. I got the.
Well, that's what I'm doing. We had 3 pages of gun reviews, and I'm scrolling through and looking at each page to see what's available. We didn't have a lot of ARs either.
I had the
did we?
5150, the Foxtrot mic.
I didn't see those here. All right.
All this makes me feel bad. You're gonna have to shame me into doing more written reviews.
I'm
for
gonna have to
GearReport
shame
for
me into
24.
doing more gun stuff too, because
I got so much crap I could have done, and it would have added to the options here.
Yeah. Let's see. You said 5150. Let's find that one.
The Evolve 15. There it is.
Oh,
right
I
there.
went right by it because it was a close up
Yep.
of their interesting connection method.
Yep.
Oh,
The
not
rack.
found.
The rack
This
technology.
Internet's not being nice to me this evening. All right. Did I miss anything else here? You said the 5150. What else was
The
there?
Foxtrot mic are the only 2 AR ones that I did this year.
That AR that looks like a guitar there is pretty cool.
The what? Where?
The AR that looked like the guitar there. I said it was pretty cool.
I must have missed that one.
Where is it? Show it to me. I didn't see it.
All right. So the Mitchell Defense, the Foxtrot mic, and the 5150 Evolve. Man, talk about 3 totally different. Like we have, well, I say different, but not, right? We got kind of the premium battle rifle, I think is how I would call the Mitchell Defense, right?
Right.
And then we have with the 5150. TJ, do you want to talk about why we had this picture? Like, what's special about this rifle?
That's their rapid action cam system where you push the little button and swing the lever. You can see the close up of it.
Yeah.
And then the whole upper comes apart without pulling. You don't have any of the takedown pins or anything.
Really?
So it's proprietary system, but you could switch out uppers in like 15 seconds.
Though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're uppers. So you can build them out. I mean, it's the typical argument for an AR where you have whatever upper configurations you want.
Yeah, you can switch out from a 5.56 pistol to a rifle to 300 black in no time.
Yeah, so I think what we've got here is like a refinement of your battle AR an evolution of the AR platform with some unique
Mhm.
design technology to try to overcome some issues. It was interesting how they described that they had a story of one of the folks in the company in combat over, I can't remember, I think it was Afghanistan, but I'm not sure, had some issues trying to clear a malfunction and couldn't get the upper separated from the lower. Like it was that foobarred that he couldn't get it apart. And fortunately was in a position it didn't cost him his life, but it came real close. So that gave him the idea of
Definitely enough to scare you.
a different way to do that. Let's see. Snob says 5150 was neat, but wasn't that the one with the where the takedown was right by the safety? So yeah, you can see the proximity
above.
here where your takedown is right there, and then
but I mean, it's not the safety.
Yeah.
If you know the, like, I didn't have any issues going, oh, is this a safety or not? Like, no, I knew it wasn't the selector switch.
Yeah. So so those are the two options there. And then what's different about the Mic 102, TJ?
Oh, just it's the they use the AR or AK 5.56 mag, so it's got the rock and lock thing, and it's got the AK mag style paddle release, but everything else is AR. Bufferless, everything's up front, side charging.
Well, that's different.
I mean, it's neat, but I even took it apart and I put it back together again, and it worked.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Dude, it was, because I was like, how the heck does this thing come? I took it apart, no problem, and then getting it back in, I was like, a little bit different.
All right, so 4 out of 5 on that one.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was solid for this price point. It's $700
and a 4. Yeah. I think we got a tight competition. We got 3 unique ARs, and that's what I want to see. Like when we get to the AR category, I cringe because it's like another black AR. Wonderful.
It used to be.
But all of these have something neat about them, and that's why the 5150
is
tried to do.
Sagent.
Yeah. So Gun Snob is not sold on the 5150, and
of course not.
I think that there are some real potential concerns with anytime you have a tweak to the platform. We know who Clover's going to vote for because clearly they're pimping his Clover on here.
Yeah, the old Foxtrot mic.
Yeah.
He should get a patent infringement on that.
Oh.
Honestly, I would probably go Mitchell Defense.
Yeah.
Where's that takedown he's talking about? Right next to the safety?
That's
on the 5150.
So on the 5150, you can see them right there, but let's come down. I mean, any of these pictures you can see. Let me see if I can make that a little bigger. Safety, takedown.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. It looks like a second safety.
It is it's a new operating system. I mean, not a complete manual of arms change, but there is absolutely something very different that you have to learn and understand and remember under stress with that.
What if that was some type of a spring-loaded push button, kind of like the pin already is?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Well, it's just
like
it's just got
like
it's just like but it's just a cam. I mean, it's not that bad once you get used to it. I mean, it took me a little while to got to push the button and swing the lever, but
but if you're trying to flip off your safety and then you accidentally
you're not
tear
doing
your gun apart
because of that pin.
It looks far enough. It looks far enough back. I don't know.
It's far enough back. You wouldn't. I mean, like I said, I never had an issue where I was like, oh, I wonder what it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But all right.
But I like the technology of it. That's what I liked.
I need a top 2. I'm dropping them in here. I am penciling in Mitchell as the top one. I agree. Was it Clover that said that? I agree that they're leading in my mind I'm open to argument here, but I'm dropping all three of these in so that we can have them in the sheet. We can shuffle them as needed. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I like the 5150. I like the technology of it because it was, it's neat, but it's tough getting everybody else on board because they're all like, oh, it's different. It's not doesn't have the two takedown pins. You're like, well,
yeah.
Once you get something proprietary, that's when everybody starts going south.
Right. So the Mike 102 is a little different as well. Do you see that as a similar situation? Is it closer?
That's just, it's neat, but it's just all. And the only difference is it's a side charger and it has the AK mag release. Other than that, that was more of a problem than getting used to the 5150.
Well, the 5150, you need a proprietary upper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you on the Foxtrot mic? You don't, right? Or do you?
I think you do. Yeah. But the mag release got me more than anything else because you're so used to just hitting the button with your finger and you're like, son of a bitch, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid paddle mag.
Yeah.
But it was neat. I mean, it shot good.
Looks weird too with AK mags hanging out of it.
I know.
All right.
Everybody thought it was an AK.
Are either of the others unique and neat enough that they take first place, or does Mitchell Defense run away with this one?
We can give Mitchell Defense the first place.
Okay.
Yeah, I vote Mitchell too.
I don't know that it runs away over the 5150, but
yeah, it's that rifle's tight. Like I said, I haven't laid hands on Mitchell, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the Mitchell stuff. All right, so let's do this. I'm moving the 5150 up.
Yeah, I feel better about that.
To the honorable mention in the Foxtrot mic, the Mike 102 in the other honorable mention.
Columns are all messing up.
Just the bronze.
What's messing up?
No, I'm just kidding.
They're not wrapping. They're just extending. Does that bother you?
No. Don't mess with your spreadsheets anymore. I've had enough.
I know. I love it when non-computer people criticize my spreadsheets. That's amazing. Let's see. How are we on time here?
3 minutes.
Oh, and we got a lot left here.
Faster.
We may have to skip right to the budget guitar category. No, I'm going to do that offline. I'll do the guitar.
You're the only one who knows anything about that, except maybe Clover.
Yeah. And we know the shotgun. I'm pretty sure we only had one shotgun. And actually, I'm not even sure that was published in 23. That may have been in 22.
It was 22.
I'll look it up.
Bullpup? Was that the bullpup?
I was just giving you a hard time anyway.
May have been a bullpup.
I think it was the bullpup.
Oh, yeah. The AR style bullpup or AK style bullpup. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll have to look that up and see where that was. Do we have any thoughts on rifle and pistol optics, AR optics, pistol optics?
Remember light true vision. Oh, I'm sorry.
I played with a lot of red dots.
I mean, that was my favorite one.
Sure.
I've had quite a few.
Did we have any reviews though?
No.
Any reviews on optics?
Remember light true vision.
We had a couple. Yeah. So
we always have a couple.
We were in, let's see if we tagged them correctly and we can get optics to come up well for us.
Looked like there was 2 down on the right. Get down one more. Where'd it go? Right there. What is that, Loophole?
Yep. I committed a long time ago to only refer to them as Leopold. It was over their objections, but it entertains me. All right. If that page will load, let's see. Yeah, the internet is One of the kids must be streaming something on one of the social services because these pages aren't wanting to load for me at the moment. Close those down.
How many tabs do you have open?
All of them
that aren't up?
400 tabs.
Reach the end of the internet.
He always has so many tabs open.
You know what? You just keep
Like,
opening them until
He's like,
you're
if
like,
I have room at the top of my screen, I'm going to keep I'm using them all. I don't know how many I can put up top.
Once upon a time, I would have all of my internet run into my office, and then if that ever happened, I could reach over and just unplug a cable, and the rest of the house be dead, and I didn't have to worry about it. Just saying,
that's a good way to do it.
That's good thinking, Jeff.
That is good thinking.
Yeah. So
I currently have 44 tabs open in Chrome.
Oh, we had one of the pages loaded, so maybe we'll get some other ones. I was running two browsers and probably had about 35 tabs in one and about 50 in the other.
Yeah.
So I shut the second browser down for the show.
You're running a Mac. That's fine, right?
Oh, no. I don't do Mac stuff. Let me shut a couple other things down.
We don't have that kind of budget over here at GearReport. Come on.
All right. Shut a couple other things down.
You got the refurbished Dell going on over there.
Wait, you can get those?
You can.
Oh.
All right. This is really making the show less interesting that I can't get the page to load that we need to be able to see what other optics we have. So you mentioned a Meprolite, TJ. You had a couple, right? Didn't you have the latest version of the RDS Pro and then the True Vision, and what else did you have?
I don't know. I mean, I had the Meprolite True Vision, and then I'm looking at my internet because it moves.
Yeah.
I say that, and then now the old GearReport website.
We may be having like a server issue on GearReport.com.
You might be.
It's slow on my side too. I'm just trying to pull it up.
My connection was just lost on the GearReport webpage. I guess because are we all on the GearReport webpage?
Yeah, we're big time.
I clicked off.
Can't have more than about 3 people on it at the same time.
You guys should speed up right now. Snob's probably on it.
All the people watching and running to it, we've created a server overload. So, our apologies.
Yeah. Okay, so I think what's going to happen
He's
here.
still running.
He might be.
He's still on DOS.
Listen, it's paid for. All right. Shut up.
There you
go. So I think what's going to happen is, because the site can't handle all the attention that it's getting right now, we may have to sort this out tonight, or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow when it's working again. I'll go through and look at the options and fill in the blanks on that.
I think AJ had a Rayton pistol optic, and then I think he had a Rayton.
Quite a few optics
as well. Yeah.
So that I don't want to do that category a disservice by not being able to see everything and consider everything, and we're kind of running out of time. So let's see. I think that's what we're going to do for now. So we've got a few winners and honorable mentions that we can talk about as we get to SHOT Show. We can go talk to those brands and let them know. I will fill in the blanks on the pistol and AR optics. We'll go through and look at those tomorrow and see if there are any other categories we can fill in that are relevant to SHOT Show. I'll take care of those tomorrow, assuming the site works, and we'll be able to talk to those brands about it then. So
you just had a rush on site traffic and it didn't know what to do.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, that's weird. Since moving to it loaded now. So as soon as I said we're going to move off of it, it shows up. And so this is the test of how well people tag their articles. Like AJ's a wild man. He tags everything. So he's got optics on his camper's gift guide and traveler's gift guide. I'm like, water sports. I'm like, AJ, come on, let's stop tagging everything. Oh,
There we go.
the thermal.
Thermal.
How did I forget about that one?
I got a couple more.
Yeah, and I think the binoculars kind of need to be in a different category, not
Agreed.
with the pistol optics.
Right.
All right. There's I thought
there's a lot of
we had a lot of
Look at
optics.
that. There was a primary arms optic.
I like primary.
More binoculars. Look at that dorky kid.
Yeah.
With the blue light glasses.
There's only so much you can do with those jeans.
I know. He's maxed out.
Guys are ruthless.
And this and these aren't loading. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look
Just
at those.
just my son. It's fine.
But at least we can see here what we're working with on some of them. Let me see if I can open one more. It's going to load, right? But see if we can make it through. If it'll load, we can get to another page. It doesn't look like we're going to, and these aren't wanting to load. So I'm going to do those tomorrow once they come back up. And if anyone sees, looks at them tomorrow and wants to send me any feedback on, yay or nay, what you think is good and what isn't, you're welcome to do that. And I will consider that when I make my dictatorial decree.
Yeah, that's exactly whenever Jeff decides.
That's how it works, man.
I know. Listen, I know how it works.
Yeah. So let's see. That was marginally successful, given the preparation we put into this. I think that really went as smoothly as could be expected. So, all right. Thanks once again I do like this format. I think that I need to be a little bit better organized and maybe have groups of tabs already up so we can go through them a little bit more quickly so we're not scrolling. That's what I'll try to do next time. But I really like this format. I mean, so many of these people go behind closed doors and who knows how they decide. I like this better just for the transparency, and the brands can hear like what we liked, what we didn't like. They hear the discussion. And
I know we went over our hour. We're still live.
Yeah. We do that every now and then. Not too
every
much.
once in a while, G.
All right. So let's move off of that. And we're going to wrap up with, obviously we have to put our Boo ATF up there. Yep. We really need to repeal the NFA. We don't really have to play Where in the World is Kevin because we can see he's at home for once. I mean, it almost never happens. But yeah, we'll wrap up with TJ's happy hour. And any parting thoughts about SHOT Show before people head out, start going to Vegas?
Everybody better hydrate up.
And the ATF, that's good.
Booth beer starts at 3. There's plenty of it.
3
Pace yourselves.
Someone was asking me about booth beer the other day. I can't remember who it was. And I told them you could probably just follow GearReport and
like physically follow us.
The good thing is we're both like 6'4", so it's like, it's hard to miss us.
Yeah. First time I met you guys in person, I was like, wow, I'm up there.
Yeah. So, what I think's funny is sometimes when we can get together with like G-Webs and, the three of us, and every now and then we run across some other people that are also not vertically challenged, and the
CAC 45.
It's kind of nice. Yeah. So let's see. G-Web says, did I miss any after event info? Why you want to talk about Yankee, man?
Yankees.
Yeah. Let's see.
We did. We didn't talk about any of that stuff.
Monday.
Yeah, that'll be good. Let's see. Yeah. We do what we can. But AJ is going to balance this out because AJ is not going to play basketball with us.
I'm bringing my shoes. In case anybody's wondering.
I'm bringing like 5 pair, but I'm not.
Well, I know you guys always do. All different colors.
Yours are part of your costume. Ours are for functional reasons.
Yeah, I'm gonna. If anybody wants to play basketball, I'm in. So
They're functional. I have to wear shoes to be able to
Oh, yeah.
walk.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right. So TJ had a good comment before. Make sure you stay hydrated. I'm even going to make a
Mhm.
vote for get you some sports drinks every day. Make sure you're keeping those electrolytes up because
For sure.
Just don't drink all sports drinks. That's not good.
No,
I'm going to drink nothing but sports drinks.
I'm gonna
Okay.
drink it all.
Oh yeah.
You
What did
tried
guys
to
think of my
stop.
packing?
I'm gonna stick to
What do you
beer.
guys think of my packing videos?
That was pretty good. Pretty good.
That
I'll
seems
do.
to work.
I'll
That
pack
seems to
Saturday
work
night.
for you. That seems to work for you, TJ. So you go for it.
I will. Listen, beer is mostly water.
The problem is when you stop drinking, right?
No.
All right. So I got to show you guys something here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to take the screen back real quick, and then we're going to wrap
Oh,
things
you-
up. I'm going to show
yeah,
you a
well,
couple things.
We don't have
out
a
of
choice
3D
on that, do
printer.
we?
look at that.
So I actually printed this little bracket to hold a GoPro up here. So
Nice.
whenever and I have a problem. I don't typically wear the helmet when I go out and do the Army stuff, but and I haven't done it lately. But I'm in North Carolina where the Ranger School is for U.S. Army, and because I have a military Humvee, sometimes they'll contract me to come out and drive some of their Ranger trainees around on different training scenarios. And it'd be nice to be able to have my GoPro mounted. So I was like, you know what? I got one of these bump helmets. I'm going to go ahead and I 3D printed the little bracket that goes up there. So I thought that was pretty cool.
You should wear that to range day.
Yeah, you should just
I
wear that
thought
helmet
about it.
all the time driving
Oh,
around town.
I have something else to wear to range day.
Uh-oh.
TJ's seen it, and it's
Hopefully it's a poncho the way it looks.
yeah, really, no joke. And then the other thing I wanted to show, another 3D printed item that I've been playing with, and I made a couple of these, and it's kind of I got bigger hands, so it's got a little.
Where's
bit
the
more.
finger groove?
No finger groove. No, I'm
I like
not
the
evil.
stippling
That's
pattern
nice.
on that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
I got to get a 3D printer.
really
So
came
bad.
out well.
That is
I'm
nice.
glad I got
That's
a 3D
smooth.
printer. I'm also glad that I waited as long as I did because they're getting to be like 3D printing is still largely something where you got to be a tweaker. You know, not the Vegas kind of tweaker, but you know,
I was going to say, that's an open question there.
You know what I'm saying. Yeah. You have to enjoy tweaking settings and experimenting and playing with the machine was as much as like actually producing something. And I think this year there were some real innovations in the consumer 3D printing space that are really, really pushing a variety of brands to make them a whole lot more user friendly. So you don't have to be like an expert in all the parts and how they work together. You can just like load your filament and send the file over and it prints
for
and
me.
it comes out good. And the one that I have is not quite there yet, but when I get the settings right, like this thing's beautiful. It really came out good. So I'm really having fun when I can get the good prints to come out. You know, like the black and white guitar that I printed back there, and the black one I've got. I know we didn't do a Guitar Mageddon segment, but I'll show you real quick.
I knew we weren't going to escape this.
This is going to become a Flying V 3D printed guitar by Michael over at the Fulton Street Beach YouTube channel. So we're doing a collaboration where I printed the entire body of a Flying V guitar, which is what this white one back here is, a traditional wooden Flying V, you know, that V shape. This is a black one that's all it's all plastic from the 3D printer. And
cool.
I got to get that to him. I got to get that out so he can work on it while I'm at SHOT Show.
Very neat.
So that'll be.
You know what you should print next, Jeff? You need to 3D print some Claymore mines and then put them around your house up there where the exterior lights are so that they're facing out. It'd be really cool.
That can never
Blast towards enemy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I got a trailer hitch like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Face towards enemy.
I've 3D printed two pistols. I got a third one. I haven't put them together yet. Those are in the post shot show pile. Like I haven't had time to deal with them, and I've downloaded a bunch of files. We had Middleton Made was on a month or two ago, and he has got some super cool designs that I'm going to be printing in the coming months as I have a little bit more time to do it. I think I'm gonna do the AUG. I think I'm gonna make.
If you don't do the AUG, I'm gonna slap you. So you know.
That was harsh. All right.
Because I don't have a 3D printer, and I can't print one. So
yeah, easy to run your mouth from a distance.
I will. Yeah.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Monday or Tuesday.
So
Tuesday.
For those who don't know, TJ has still got something coming.
No.
What is a company that has the air operated pistols that shoot the pepper balls? Berna. Oh, I'm going to get kicked out of range day because I am shooting you in the nuts.
Oh, damn.
That wasn't my fault.
Coming for a while.
I will make sure I do not come near you at range day. Clint and I did a duel with.
But you were my shield.
No.
Yeah, we did a duel. It would take something far more precise than that Berna for me, Jeff. Just saying.
Oh wow! Throws himself under the bus.
Well, it's a big bus. There's plenty of room for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, under it.
Not a little bus.
Short. It's short.
Short
bus.
Yeah, it's a big short bus. Okay, so everyone, thanks for being here. Matt, it's good to see you. We'll catch up here in a few days. TJ, Kevin, and I and AJ are going to be in the luxury accommodations at GearReport headquarters next week.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah.
And we may have room.
Community.
If you'll hear about anyone else. I think we may have room for one. We may not. I don't know. Stu, TJ, you met Stu. I used to work with Stu when I was doing affiliate stuff. He is actually part owner of three gun stores and a range or something now. He's really kind of dove in on the gun side. So he may end up at SHOT, and he may end up at GearReport headquarters as well. We'll have to see. I don't know where Clover's going to be, but we'll see him in the media room eating cereal.
100%.
I'm sure.
100%.
Nice.
Yep. All right. With that, we're going to wrap it up with our typical point of the camera, and I'll say until next time, and we all say we'll see you at the range.
See you at the range.